our dear viewers. This is Memove, finding the winner within. We are so glad to be here today. I am so blessed to actually be before you, wherever you are watching us from, Facebook Live, Rest TV, in the comfort of your home, in your car, wherever you are. We are so glad to be with you here. I am here with a very wonderful team, the usual suspects. I am so blessed to be here with you guys. Hi, how are you?
We're fine.
Good. How have you been? It's really been long since I last saw you guys, you know.
And you've changed.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Oh,
I'll take that as a compliment.
yeah, you've really changed.
But yeah, Grace, how are you? How have you been?
I've been fine. You know, they taught us to say fine when they say how are you. So,
Really?
but you know, as we live, we don't really, you know, what we go through, we don't put it in our positive attitude.
Okay.
Though we went through a lot, but the positive attitude.
So what exactly are you trying to say? You've gone through
How
a
have
lot?
you been then?
I'm trying to say that no matter what happened in the week, I'm okay.
Oh,
I'm
that's very. I love that. I love that attitude. How are you guys? How are you, Midi?
I'm alright, I'm great. I can't complain.
You
I
look
can't.
so great. You look so great. I can't doubt that. Solomon, how are you?
I'm good, our dear viewers. I'm happy to be here. It's a blessing. I'm just fine. I'm Floric Summer.
Oh, wow. Actually,
That's new.
oh wow, we are so blessed to be here. My name is Joya Sarah Dombo. As usual, this is Memove, finding the winner within. We are so great. We are so blessed. You guys, there is something that has really been, you know, there's something I've been reflecting upon, and I have actually been wondering, because since we've been growing up, there is a way, you know, you grow up with your family, and then you find that as time goes on, you have to get into the society. And now you find that when you get into the society, you actually find you have to relate with people. And then as you start to relate with people, you know, you find that there are people you share some things in common with, there are people you don't rhyme with. So it has really caught my attention when it comes to friendship, because our generation, I'm sorry, okay, it's sad because friendship has become something completely different. And I thank God, because you people are a great team. You're so wonderful. You're very good friends, and I thank God for that. So it has really been, because when I was growing up, I've been so much friends with my mom. I'm so close to her. So I would find it's very easy for me to share a lot with her. And then you find I now have to go to school. When I reach school, yes, you have to make new friends. And having understood that, you know, friendship or friends is someone you have a mutual bond with, not necessarily a family member, not necessarily a relationship, but someone you have a mutual bond with. So it just came back to me, because when you are in school, you would find that if you are in a certain group of friends, like you have so many friends, you feel like your life a toolset. You understand where it is heading, and you find that in this group of friends, people still have friends in those same group. In the same group, people make other groups, and so you would find that it brings a lot of politics. So it has really been disturbing me. What about friendship? Because friendship it's a good thing. And the way God created us, He created us in a way that we are actually supposed to relate with each other.
Yes.
But then you find that in this, like I've talked about, that you'll find someone. Actually, I'll confess, I really admire quiet people who don't so much go out in people and all that. Usually they are to themselves, and they will always have like one friend that they really talk to.
Are those the people you relate to, or you're saying you just admire quiet people?
Like I admire quiet. I am not quiet personally.
Okay,
I find it easier to relate with people. So it's easy for me to make friends. But then you find that as you make friends, it's even easier for you to be betrayed, because you're going to find that this one knows about me, this one knows about me, the other knows about me. But this person who is to themselves, there is just one person who really knows about them.
It just has dangers, like being, okay, I think being friendly, if you are smart enough to handle your friendships, it will be like to an advantage. But if you are a quiet person, then you're always to yourself, then there are also disadvantages that go with that, because there are so many things that are going to come and overpower you, and you can't go through them alone. Me as a person, I'm the kind of a person that when I make a friend, or when I make relations with somebody, like, you owe me. That's how bad it is. I'm so trusting. So when I make a friend, I expect them to be loyal, to be trusting as well. So I expect them, like, I tell them everything about myself, at the same time they're telling me things about themselves. But again, it is wrong. In the course of, like, I'm realizing it's also wrong, because I'm going to say, okay, I've gotten a best friend, but the best friend has a best friend, so the best friend has a best friend. But I'm so trusting, and I keep telling people my things, and then within a short time, the friendship is short-lived, and then the person goes away with my secrets.
Wow.
So friendship is tricky.
I really find we are actually at the same page, because I'm glad that you actually can talk about this. I've been wondering, so I said I think it's good if I brought this topic here, I table it and we talk about it, because I'm sure the fact that you have said that, it has shown me that I'm actually not going through it alone.
Yeah, you're not alone.
You're actually, you've just given a testimony.
In fact, for me, I believe, Midi, this is so powerful, because friendship, I believe it's a contract. It's a contract.
A contract.
It's more than a mutual bond. Because you talked about loyalty. Yes, you talk about loyalty. You get you sharing your innermost feelings, your innermost thoughts that you keep for yourself or to someone, to another person, and yet you find that same person has other people out there he or she can reach to and share the same. So for me, I believe this thing is not just about mere friendship, but it's a contract. To make sure that what you are told about someone, you keep it. Because you are in a circle.
What if the person you are telling is not feeling the same way?
So you guys,
then the contract is breached.
Is it a must? What I want to first do, before even going into the contract, because what I want to know, is it a must for me to have a friend? Is it really a must that I should have a friend, or that I should have friends?
It is.
Actually, what I do believe is people don't actually meet. We don't make friends, we find friends. Okay. There are people that we find along the way that you can't just take out of your life. You may be having different people, but how they come into your life, you welcome all of them. Then you don't even choose them. You just select them according to how far should this one be, according to
how far should that one go with your life.
Yeah. We are in which circumstances I'm going to need this one, the other person, and the other person.
But you know that there are people who find it so hard to make friends. Do you know, you're saying we find friends, but
there are
do you
people
know that
who can't, yeah.
Actually, last time we were even talking about self-esteem here. But do you know that there are people, because of maybe, let's say, the way they are, maybe they have a disability, or the state in which they are, it's very hard for them to actually find these friends you're talking about, when everyone actually can't associate with them. Do you know that they're actually that kind of person? So that's why I posed my question from, is it really a must to have friends?
I feel it's necessary. I feel it's necessary. They say remember we have a category of friends.
Okay.
Excuse me. Like, you have best friends, then you have people that are just acquaintances, then you have people that you work with, or you have people that you have a common thing that connects you. So I think it is necessary, even if it is not a close person to you, or it's not a best friend to you, even if it's at work, or even if you have one thing that joins you together.
Okay.
Friendship is necessary at some point.
Friendship is necessary
at some point. It is
a social need. It has to be there in life.
Okay. That's interesting. So what do we do? Because I am looking at a person who actually, you know, there are people who really can't find friends. First of all, we are talking about someone. You find someone, they try to make friends, and that person maybe befriended them because they would gain from them. And after that phase has passed, they are betrayed and they are left in space. So someone is wondering, do I really need, because if I'm going to make a friend, for example, if I make friends with me did. It's because there are certain things joining us. So if these things are joining us, when they see what happens,
the friendship is over.
The friendship
most of the
over.
times. But I feel like sometimes there are ways we can always know that this friendship is really baseless.
Okay.
You can know. Like, if I'm just giving an example, Tom Kuba like, look at me and you. What joined us is this show. So I'm thinking, God forbid, if the show ends, that means we are done. I'm just saying, I'm just giving an example.
We are thinking it may be done.
No, that's why I said God forbid. Yeah. So like sometimes there are some friendships that are only connected by a specific thing. Yeah?
Is that friendship? Because
it is. I feel like
Listen.
Friendship is necessary in different ways. It is necessary. I can have a friend, a doctor, just because I want someone to treat me.
Okay.
Yes. I can have a friend.
The person you call whenever you are sick.
I'm sick.
So that's where we come to the mutual bond.
Yes.
Because you guys are mutually bonded in that.
So with that person, you have somewhere where you stop. Me with that doctor, I only talk about my health, and that's it. I can't go and start telling you, oh, a waka, like I've got an issue, my mom has done it, or my relationship.
It's also still possible for a relationship to grow.
But then a relationship that is built on there's something that has been built on it, then you know that when you are fine, or when that is over, the relationship is over. So why should you risk and start telling someone your secrets, and yet you know we are just connected with the show?
Actually, I don't think having a friend is telling them who you are, everything. Because as I said, all friends, when they come to you, they are all different. Yeah, some will be closer, others will be a bit.
I thought you choose
fine.
that.
No. What I was saying is,
I thought you choose for someone to be close to you or not to be close to you.
That's
yeah, of course.
That happens.
Actually, for me, I don't choose friends. I welcome everybody. But according to how effective you are to my life, then you'll be getting yourself close to me or far away. Okay. This is how I take friendship to me, because you may define it in, I don't know, Cambridge dictionary or any other dictionary. I don't know, but this is how I take it.
Okay.
In our lives, I believe we are all leaders. If you don't lead people out there, you are a leader of your own life. So, which means leaders are like drivers. You are a driver where you have to take your life from somewhere to another destination. Now, when you are coming from the way you are coming from, now on the way, of course you're going to be fine people. Like you find someone on the way, you say, who will be asking for a lift. Those are the friend I'm now saying. I'm in the family car. I'm on the driver's seat, the co-driver's seat. I have another line of back seat. Then there is another one. So the person who is on the co-driver's seat,
Yes.
my relationship with him, it's different from the one who is out there. Because when I'm bringing my life from where I took it from, I'm now responsible for my life. And remember, when I'm driving, all the people behind, I'm not allowed to look behind. They put for me a mirror there. So that I can look them while I'm driving, I'm looking at to them. So when I put anyone that I put in the car, I'm not allowed to do anything with my life, because what I'm doing here may affect their life.
It's all about
if I do it. It's all about me. Now, when I'm choosing friend, I have to know who is going to be effective enough to be on the co-driver's seat.
Oh wow.
Who is going to be again, at least if it's not him or her, the people are going to be back here. What is their role on that seat? Because they have to be a role that is so closer to me than the other ones that are at the back there. So when I'm driving my life, everyone that I put in my life. Actually, for me, I don't look so much to friend. I don't expect much from friend.
Okay.
That's why when I'm driving my life, I don't look back.
Wow.
I look them from the mirror.
Is it really right not to expect?
I don't.
No.
Friendship?
You may take it not right, but it's safer for me.
No, it's not about safe or safety or what, but what is the right thing to be done? Because if you're telling me that I'm not going to expect
much,
You didn't say that.
Okay,
You
you don't need to expect
it's
much.
there.
That's what I told you.
That means expectation.
When I'm
is very
driving my
important.
life, I don't look back like this. I look them from the mirror up there, and the looks are different.
You know, there's something I read yesterday that was saying I place my friends in three mental categories: best friends,
Okay.
good friends, and acquaintances. It's important that I understand where they stand in my life, because unmet expectations breed frustration. Some of you all expect your number threes to act as number ones. So remember, now this one was just categorizing their friends. I have best friends, I have good friends, and then I have the acquaintances. So that means when like was saying that I don't expect so much. When your acquaintances does not do what you expect your number one to do, it will be okay, because a best friend has a level of involvement in your life that a best friend has.
Okay.
I expect like her or him to be my business, like big time. Like when I want someone to cry on, a shoulder to cry on, my best friend has to be available. When I want someone to tell things, or when I need help, a friend has to be available. So I should not expect that from my acquaintances, because for them, they are just acquaintances.
All right.
You get what I'm saying? So
imagine the friend that is actually, you know, there are scenarios where the friend you consider close or the friend you consider your best friend or good friend is not in position to do something that actually you would expect them to do, and then an acquaintance does.
Then why should I call them a best friend? That means I'll just replace number three comes to number one.
Because by the time
that's good. You know, friendship is so tricky.
Okay.
That's why
I've faced it.
I don't
I've faced
expect much
from people. Me, I've faced it a lot. Like I came to Uganda, and the people I started with when I was in 2010 are not the people I am with right now. I told you I'm so trusting. So I expect to give as I'm receiving. So if you're not loyal to me, I'm so good at dropping people. Oh my God, I'm so good at dropping people. God bless me. I can move on and like it never existed in my life.
I think that is really.
It is okay. It is healthy, because sometimes there are people that drag along with you.
Isn't there? Because what I want to try to find, isn't there a scenario where I'll get a friend and this friend is loyal and they are there and I won't need to shuffle them or anything?
Now, that's what I'm saying. There are scenarios like that. Like me, there's a friend of mine I've been with in 2010. Up to now, she's still my friend.
Okay.
Exactly. But then there are some other people that tagged along, but then still I had to reshuffle. I keep reshuffle. I'm so good at
When
making
is the next reshuffle?
Very soon.
Please.
Very soon. So
Don't worry,
me, I'm so careful with friendships. I'm a very emotional person.
Okay.
Yes, I'm a very emotional. Like I make things so personal. So if I have a friend, she's my my ride or die. I'm not clingy, but I will love you. I'll take care of you. I'll be loyal to you. My friends know that. They know that. So I expect you to give me what I'm giving you, of which that is challenging. Can't find someone that is exactly like you. So that's why I keep on reshuffling, because I'm looking for that person.
Yes.
Yes.
She's talking about loyalty. Let me tell you this. In the first place, I told you, our dear viewers, there are friends you have. And I know this friendship progresses as the bond becomes so tight. So when it's so thick, the friendship will be thick. When the bond loosens, the friendship will also weaken. Because let me tell you this, she's talking about reshuffles. Those things happen when friendship contracts are bleached. Like you change, people start sharing those secrets.
I feel like a contract makes it so scary.
I'm an African man. If I'm to take you that way.
Are you like that in relationships as well?
My friend.
It's a contract as well.
It's a contract. It's a social contract. Let me call it a social contract. It's not written. It's not formal, but social. Our great grands used to even make it so even soul ties. You know, so they used to perform even rituals for friendship. Nibafune mwani, nibajisalamu, nibasala wanenu, nateka omusai, gonoli nasa nateka omusai, and they share it. My family is your family. Your battles are my battles. You get? That's how friendship was. But as trends change, you find those things die out because people's needs change with generational changes. People lose trust. People change. But let me tell you this, it's better now. We go back to that heart. If it's your friend, if someone is your friend, it's your friend. If it's about your friend, it's your friend.
Grace, you said something that when you are driving, you mind about the person that is on the co-driver seat and you don't mind about the people at the back. how do you know that? How do you take such a risk to know that the person who is sitting next with you is better than the person that is behind?
Okay, first of all, I didn't say I don't mind about them. I mind them lesser than the one that is here. Because when she's here, okay. Okay,
let it be a lady.
Okay, for me it has to be a she, not you. So.
Nice one.
Okay, when I'm driving.
You shall apologize after that show.
Okay, when I'm driving, she can even help me manage the people at the back because I'm not allowed to look back. I'm not allowed, the people outside, they can even dance, they can do anything they want, but I'm the driver. I'm driving.
I feel like his recipe is dangerous. It's so poisonous.
No.
Like the fact that you allow your best friend to take care of the other people behind. What if they don't even connect? They don't have anything in common. Like me, I don't want my friends to mix.
Actually,
let me bring it clear. Let me bring it clear. There are some people that you were born with a bond with them, like your family, your brothers and your sisters. And as we are going to be having fiancés and wives again. So such people, they are people that you may choose to let them be near you because they know you better.
Remember, friendship, we're not talking. Okay, yes, you can have a family member.
No. Being a friend to your brother, it's a choice still.
Me, I don't even have any friend in
being a friend to your mother or your father,
not even close to anyone.
It's a choice too.
It's actually it's very good. It's really good because when we are looking at that friendship, we are looking at a friendship that you relate with them not because they are your sister, but because you found a friend in them.
Yes.
You understand?
Because even when I relate with my mother, it's not because she's my mother, but there is something we worked on together, and it brought our bonds like harder and stronger. You get? So before I put you on my co-driver seat, so you should be having that. I should be having that confidence that you deserve to be there.
What if they let you down?
That's why I told you. I don't expect much from them for being safe.
But I find
because anything can happen to human change.
I find it dangerous to drive and you're not really minding about.
That's what I said.
And you're not really minding about because if you are driving your life, it is necessary.
Do you know about
to be mindful about
the top
everything
mirror
that's around you?
That I told you about the top mirror. I didn't say I don't mind about them. I look up to them, but not in a wrong way.
Okay.
I don't turn my whole back, my whole face up.
You may
at
know.
the back, but I'm looking to them from the mirror.
Okay.
That is safe for me.
All
Just
right.
safe for me.
Solomon, I have a question for you, Solomon. Have you ever been betrayed?
Yes.
By a friend? Was that really a betrayal? That you have to actually think about?
Let me tell you this. This has helped me. All my life has been so public. In school, I've been having many friends, and sometimes you discover that someone, like you may say betrayed you, was not even your friend. He's a schoolmate. So that's why I had to think through and see, is this person worthy to be called a friend?
Or it's just my schoolmate?
Because there are people who are my friends, and there are people that I know. These things differ. They differ. The things differ. So far I've not received a betrayal from a person I can call a friend. Maybe
really
village men, countrymen and countrywomen at that level.
I have a question, Joyous.
Yes?
How many best friends do you have?
How many best friends do I have? That's a very tricky question on air because
No, just say if it's one.
But anyway, I have best friends. I have best friends. I have two best friends. One is my mother, and the other one is a friend of mine. She's called Diamond. Janet, that's it. Those are my two best friends. Like I told you, I've grown up. I'm so close to my mom. Like we are best friends to each other. But then when you go out, you realize in my age range, there are some things I cannot really
discuss with your mom.
Yes. Yeah. So you find I've had my best friend since I think it should be like 6 years now. We've been best friends, and she has been very, 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 very good. Actually, love you.
Yeah.
you know why I asked you that? I feel like sometimes it is important, to a less extent to me, for me to have so many best friends. Okay, diversity is good. That's my point. Is diversity in friendship is very important, because sometimes when I choose to limit myself on one best friend or on one friend, I might not I might not be like, what is the word? I might not be informed, because right now when I have an issue with a specific problem where Joyous, my only best friend, cannot help with, that means I'm limited. But if I have a diversity of friends, that means when I have a specific problem, I'll know I'm going to Joyous. When I have this problem, I'm going to Grace. But again, at the same time, it is bad. Like, I can't make my life public. I'm volunteering to make my life public, that Joyous knows something, Solomon knows something, Grace knows something. So we're debating there.
What's dangerous is to label. And mostly it's dangerous if the person is not trustworthy. You understand?
To label someone, yeah?
Like, this is my best friend. I think we used to do that when we were young, we were growing up. But when you grow up, you realize such a thing doesn't actually exist. Because, for example, I'll say, like my best friend I've talked about, I was with her in high school, and then I reached campus. We went to different campuses. And then when I went to UCU, I got another friend I was really close to. You understand? So you find that, yes, that person is there, but there are things they can't. So it's just good to have all round, like not necessarily saying I have many best friends, but to just know that I have friends.
So are you meaning that every step of my life I'm supposed to have a friend that matches that step?
It will
like
just
you said, you were
itself.
in nursery. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. You're in nursery, you have a different friend.
Yes.
You go to your primary, you have a different friend. High school, so that means every step of your life necessarily has a different friend.
And it's really understandable, because I would not expect, for example, my friend, she works from Barra. There is an issue that has happened in Barra. Joyous, I am in Mukon, or I am in Dar es Salaam. You get? I can't expect her to run to me to solve that issue. When there is, so she is supposed to have friends in that area that when she needs something very fast, that person can be there to do what? To help them out. So that's why I feel like even as we grow up, this whole phase, you can just know it in your heart, this person has a special place in my heart, because we really come from far and they've been loyal and they are trustworthy. But it changes, because what makes friendship is the bond you have, and you can't have if you don't have things in common. Now imagine someone you studied with and then you reach today and you're two different people. You'll meet and you're talking about completely different things.
But do you force that? Do you force those bonds?
I stopped.
I think people thinking,
it's so frustrating.
Most of the people that I studied with in Zimbabwe, I think right now they hate me. They think like, because I don't have what to talk about with them anymore. Like, I'm on another different step of life. So I'm being Banson, you guys should forgive me. Please. Like, but
you
then
should do a home
I feel like I don't. Some of them even send me messages, like all those things, but I feel like I don't have what to talk about. I can't be talking about my childhood anymore. I have other things to talk about.
Maybe there is something I've learned. You know, as she was sharing, I believe there are those friends that I can call from my school of theory. Situational friends. They are friends, they are people
There
are people you will meet on a flight. Nemunyumia for like 24 hours. Nemunyumirwa. There is that person you will meet in the bus park. Taxi bus. You get? So some people come and like your friends in Zimbabwe who are friends at that situation. You can go to, for example, in a company, you meet their people, you bond, you do what, but
it stops there.
They come for a specific purpose, and in most cases, you will pick something from these people, like your nursery friends. And you become into, you're like, this person was wonderful. So I believe some friends are situational. Move on.
For that time.
I really think that this topic
Grace,
really...
actually, before you speak, because I know you have a very valid voice, I want us to hear that. We shall get back to you. I want you to come back after this short break. I want you to come and talk to us, because you have very good points about friendship. Let's stay tuned, guys. This is Memove, finding the winner within. Please keep your comments coming. Keep sharing this video. Share it on your Facebook pages. Stay tuned. Don't move. Send your questions, send your comments, send your contribution to that WhatsApp number down there. See you. Welcome back from that short break. This is Memove, finding the winner within. I hope you have shared out this video. Please share it out. Call everyone in the house. Let them come. We are still continuing with this very beautiful topic about friendship. So Grace, before we went for that, I wanted to ask you something. There is a time you actually shared with me about how a friend of yours betrayed you. You said you fell sick and then you got to call a friend of yours who you thought would actually come through and help you with some money to go to the hospital, and they were nowhere to be seen, and everyone you tried to borrow money from would not come through, and then someone you least expected, actually, who wasn't even very close to you. You know why I'm asking this? Because you're the one who talked to us about that theory of the car. Now I'm looking at that friend of the car driver who is not able to actually help you with money to go to the hospital, and someone seated back in the back seat came through for you. So that's I wanted you, because I'm very sure you learned very many lessons.
Of course, I really learned from that. But it didn't stop life being a period of time that you have to take risks. Someone may betray you, but doesn't mean that you will never have another best friend or another good friend.
Okay.
So, though they may betray you, but life doesn't stop there. You will still have to risk to take another friend, because we need close friends. There are people that we need.
Does it mean that when I have a friend, it's a must that she's supposed to come through? I know right now I'm contradicting myself. I said she has to be like there for me all the time, but at the same time I feel like tulinganga abateka konyo pressure on the friend that even when I'm sick you have to come through and give me money. When I listen
That's what
to
I told you I don't choose friends, I just find them. Because when you're saying that you're putting them on pressure, you're trying to make up that friendship, and you can't make up the friendship. I do believe that friends find them, and I also do believe that friends can change, because they're human beings. People change.
Okay.
That you have to be prudent. You don't have to expect everything or every good thing from them.
But do you know that they disappoint?
Yes, they do disappoint. That's what I'm telling you.
Even though you're not expectant, but then they'll still disappoint you.
Yes, that is life. You have to take risks.
You see that thing, Grace. Do you know there are friends that they will never come through? Like,
yes,
there are people, every time you tell them, help me with this, they'll tell you, I don't have.
But they only come to you when they want something.
I actually saw something on your status saying that stay away from friends who only
celebrate. They celebrate with other people, but they come. I have people like that. I have people like that. Whenever something good happens in their lives, I don't know.
Wow.
And they claim that they are friends with me. I don't know. But when she is in trouble or when he is in trouble, that's when he comes like,
because
they have a problem.
Will pray for me.
That's why I keep reshuffling.
I believe in something. You know, people appoint friends, but this is one thing I've learned. don't appoint friends. Let situations appoint them.
Position everyone.
What's wrong with you marking your territories?
No, nothing wrong.
No, what he's saying,
what I'm
he has
saying.
that
But
point.
what's wrong with you marking your
What I'm
territories?
saying. Okay, you can mark.
You take that
You
route.
can
Guys,
mark.
can I tell you
I
something?
went out from that route because what he is trying, it's the same thing with Grace.
Sagala disappointment.
That situations, ngawe tugamba nti every time you want something from someone, they'll never come through. Every time you want something from a friend, they never come through. It just shows you what kind of person this is.
But
In
have you
that
realized that
friendship-
the people that disappoint are usually girls? Me, most of my friends are boys. Me, I can't even. You judge me. Most of my ex-boyfriends are my friends. Yes, judge me or not, I don't know.
Are they watching?
That's very true because
I
don't
prefer
literally.
if there's someone that is loyal, my dear, it is a boy.
Wow.
If there's someone that is loyal when it comes to friendship, of course not in relationship, there they suck. At that they suck at it. At relationships they suck.
Heal.
Do you know that challenge? There are so many
Best
people these
of
days. There are so many people these days who are having like, you know, you have your best friend. They are the opposite sex, and usually it ends up being a situationship.
Yeah.
You choose to. That's when you choose to.
No,
What's wrong about you?
I tell you, fine go to they have a boyfriend, but then they have, let's say you start dating, but you have this best friend who is a guy.
Banango chogeddeko joy yasinjama kankubulire. Let me tell you this. Our dear viewers, that's so risky. Girls, please, katigwaine mikwano once you get someone into a relationship, tobera una best. Whatever come among a best friend wanga musajja.
Mama wange. Me, I'm really. honey, most of my friends are boys, and I'm so comfortable with it.
But they're not best friend, I guess.
Oh no, my best friend is the one that wants to
boyfriend.
marry. So no.
Say, I believe it. Go into best
No,
friend.
there's a friend of mine who wants to marry.
Ansonye. Kanywe kumazika.
Guys, myself, I prefer having male friends to female friends. Girls disappoint a lot.
It's true,
I'm
but
so weak.
no, because
So weak.
why I'm saying I've really had a very big challenge. And personally,
Maybe you don't know how to control yourself.
no, it's not about me controlling myself, but it's the opposite sex. Because still, I'm going to find I'm in a friendship with someone. They're the opposite sex, and as time goes on, they start to hit on you.
If he's a good guy, then let the boat sail.
No, then it's changing from because
Personally,
do you know
why I'm telling you that?
I don't look at you in a way of I want to marry you.
Do you know
like,
why?
I wouldn't look at you as my husband.
Do you know
But
something
I
with-
like you as a friend.
Can I tell you something? Myself, I can't date a guy that who was a friend before. I can't. By the time I befriend you, I'm going to see you on that level of a friend. So when you want to take it to another level, I can't allow it.
The problem is when the other level comes, you don't
I don't allow
you just
it.
find yourself
No,
in the
but I
other
don't.
level.
I'm telling you the truth. Even when I'm telling you the truth.
No,
Even
let
when I
us help
was
someone
exactly.
with it.
Even when I was growing up, my friends were my brothers. I'm telling you the truth. This is me. And most of the boys in my life are my friends, and we have never reached a point where it is awkward. When a man comes to me, when his intention is to be a lover, then he will not bring in relationship like friendship to me. They know me. I usually tell my friends, like me, when someone comes to me in the name of friendship, they are losing on being what? A lover.
What if they come in a way of friendship without thinking about the other anything else, and then along the way,
They perform well and you promote them.
You make it look like it's a bomb, like it's over, it's wrong. If he's a good guy and I'll date him.
which is very okay, but
Yes.
now the challenge is here. You have this friend of yours, he's male, you're very close with them, and then it is friendship. Then you get your boyfriend.
Sure.
Do you think your boyfriend would be comfortable with you being
Never.
close to this
Of
person?
course, be joyous.
So how do you do? Because that thing has really destroyed relationships. By the
In
way,
this generation, so
it has,
much.
and to make matters worse, these days
Joyous.
people sleep with each other like besties.
There's something they call trust. No, I'm not lying. Like this is real. This is happening. I've had a boyfriend and I've had male friends, and whether my boyfriend was okay with it or not, but he just had to trust me to know that I'm loyal and I'm telling you, it has happened to me. No, it has happened to me.
That's why let them, because they are the ones who feel it.
Trust
Let
is
them
earned.
tell us.
I earned it.
And
I earned it.
You can't say that he has to trust you. You
No,
have
because
to earn that trust.
yes, that's why I said because I was loyal to him. I showed him that
So
he is
Grace,
just a friend.
Would you be comfortable with your girl having a male for a very close friend
Okay,
when you're actually there?
You want the truth? Well, you have to be real, right? I'm not comfortable with that.
I know, bro.
I don't think it's
I'm not.
actually right.
I'm okay with me having a male friend, but I'm not okay with him having female.
You are selfish.
Okay.
Maybe you are selfish.
What I think is, I thank God for this topic. I thank God for this topic because I brought out the driver's story or scenario because
Yes.
I take it as a personal, it's my responsibility. The people that I bring in my life, in my environment, I have to choose them. I have to be careful when I choose them. And once I take that risk, then everything that will come out of that, it is me. Because when disappointment comes, actually it's called disappointment because you get it from someone you didn't expect. You don't expect it. So that's what it's called. Why it's called disappointment.
Disappointment is a crushed up
Listen. You know, when we're still young, there is a great job that our parents have been doing. Actually, as African, they were choosing friends for us. I was in the area, and your mom will tell you that boy there, you should
Just
not
reminded
meet with
me
him.
something. Oh my God.
That girl, you should not play with her, and you know that. And your parents, they know, she plays too much. She has bad words. She is this. And it was great because we grew up. We knew that there are some people we cannot just bring. Now, when we grew up, we lost our parent control, but still we have the control of our lives.
Yeah.
So when we have that control of our lives, it's our responsibility to see who am I bringing in my life, who is it going to be closer, or So we get girlfriends, we get.
I'm burning. I have something. I'm going to bring it as a scenario. Then you told me what you think about it. I remember I was in grade 7, P7. And then there's the time my dad beat me up in public because of a certain girl I was moving with. We were coming from school. Yes. He did a great job.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, then, no, wait.
Before you hear that
I had someone whom I was moving with from school. That's why I was telling you that I don't think sometimes we have friends for different reasons. That girl was just a friend of mine because we were in the same class. So we used to stay in the same area. So when you're leaving school, we used to move together from school to home. We walk. So that's the only thing that connected us. When it came to my character or other things, she was not involved. But my dad knew that the family is a very bad, they are known for, they have a bad reputation in our town. So my dad, when he saw me with that girl, my dad beat me. He beat me, I'm not even lying. I remember it took me 3 days or 4 days when I was not going to school. He's like, I told you I don't want to see you with that family. But then as I grew up, I realized that sometimes, of course I know you guys are going to really be on me, but I feel like sometimes my friends don't make me. I don't know what you say. I feel like my friends don't make me.
So I am trying to disagree with that saying
with
that to know someone's character,
you know by your friends. Yes, I totally disagree with
that
it.
thing works, but to an extent. Because, it depends on if you have a strong character. I can have any kind of friends around me, but they will never change.
And the Bible itself says that do not be misled. Bad company corrupts good character.
But you said bad company.
Bad company.
Yes, bad company corrupts good character. It tells you that your company has a lot to do with actually.
Then you found out, Joyous, that that's what I said before. You can't throw people away. People come in your life, but they have degrees. Yeah. You have on my side. There is another one that I put on the last chair there.
You know my friends. You know Jennifer is my friend.
Yes.
You know Shiva is my friend. I'm not going to say you. You know you are my friend. Do you think we have anything in common?
I think yes.
No. Do you think we have anything in common?
Of course.
Like what?
For example, we are here seated.
No, in other words, I'm saying, do you think you influence how I behave? Or now we are just friends because of the show. When we are out of here, you're living your life with somebody else and I'm living my life with somebody else.
I think we influence. how each one of us behave.
If you put me with my friends here, our characters, you can't even connect them.
No, first leave alone, there is that personality, that uniqueness. There is that. We are not talking about that because you will always be me and I will always be joyous. You understand? But there are things you will see because of how I behave, and you'll feel like, oh, I like the way she does this, and I think if I do it, it will work for me. Because we are friends. At that moment, you're getting influenced by how I behave or how I am conducting myself. Or I'll see there is something you do and I'd be like, oh, I like the way she does this. I think if I picked it up, you get what I'm saying? That's why if I get an idea, it's very easy for me to share it with you. Why? Because what you have to say has a part it plays in influence.
He said something, yeah, that sometimes when he kept on saying she, I figured the girlfriend must be the she. Don't you think there's a risk there where you make your lover your friend?
Their life is full of risk. You have to take risks.
Actually, yes. What he said.
Do you agree to make your lover your friend? Solomon, do you agree that your girlfriend has to be your friend, like everything, your lover?
Like, if at all I have a girlfriend, my girlfriend has to be not only my friend, but the CEO of my friends. Fuck.
Do you have a girlfriend?
No.
Oh, okay.
You see, it's not a must. It's not a must to get into a relationship with your friend, but it is very, very important to be friends with your partner. It's very, very important because if you're operating from the level of like feelings,
thank you for saying.
You're going to
thank you for saying that. Now, do you know what I meant when I said all my exes are my friends? Do you know now where I'm coming from? So that means every boyfriend that I've had was my friend. But there's nothing as fun as telling a secret to a guy. You tell him today and you ask him tomorrow, he doesn't remember. Has anything ever come out from someone and just you're shocked?
Not every guy. You are taking advantage of our weaknesses.
No, it's a good thing. That's why I'm telling you that all my exes are my friends. That's where it came from. Because all the men that I've been in a relationship, I've dated, I've always made them my friends. So my secrets have always been going to them and I'll never hear them anywhere. That's the good thing with men.
That's true.
But a girl, when you tell her something and you hear it something somewhere else, I've been in that situation where you tell someone something and you hear it somewhere different.
But you know what, actually, one say what is very important is we always forget. You know, when we are saying friends betray us, friends do this, we even forget to touch into ourselves. Because what is the very first beginning is when you look at yourself, you as a person. What kind of friend are you to other people? What kind of friend are you to your friends or to the people around you? Because it's very easy to say this person betrayed me and forget that you've also actually betrayed someone at a particular point. So even as we base like around friendship and all, let's first ensure that we are trustworthy. We are very good friends. Even if you've been bad, but there's this thing actually, there are people who they are friends but then they like to compete. Like
I know. When you get something
and you feel someone is not actually genuinely happy for you.
True.
That kind of friend, is that even really friendship?
It's not. Those are the people that just only come to you like for specific things. Like they are in like your direct competition, but you just don't realize it.
Because I don't really believe in competition of friendship. Like, you are living in competition instead of actually building
friends, each other.
Friends should always complement each other rather than competing with each other.
That's what because I'm sorry, I keep picking it.
No, it's okay.
He's the culprit today.
Yeah, but I feel like you really, having come from Congo and all that, you've really experienced a lot. We're talking about this issue of competition. There's someone out there, they have a friend, but they feel the friend is always competing. Even silent.
We are competing in which way? Because I've been competing with some people in science. Have been competing.
No, that's the good competition. That one is the good of school.
That's productive competition.
Breast has something, and silently, even if I don't tell him, I must get it.
Okay.
So I'll do anything to get it because he is going faster than me. You see, that's the kind of thing.
I think we now have to discern the spirits of that person, and you see on which level friend you're going to put him, where they belong.
Their intentions.
Some people you don't need to bring them closer. As when she said the father beats her, And I said, oh, you did a great job. Because at some point, we need someone who is seeing us outside the box.
Okay.
You know, I may be a friend to Midi, but sometimes I may need someone to be seeing our relationship in another way. Because I may be blinded by what the relationship of what binds us together. So at some point, we need someone who will come from outside and say, no, I'm not seeing something is not right with your relation.
How about people who fear to be alone? Do you know that people are in toxic friendships and they can't live because they fear?
Yeah, they just fear, but I think some people, us also, that's why I told you, you don't need to expect everything from your friend. You have sometimes to know how to enjoy yourself.
Okay.
You enjoy your time yourself. Listen to your music. Take yourself to the restaurant.
I think that's why I can give credit to what Midi said, that your friends don't make you who you are.
They don't. Me myself, I'm my first best friend. And my friends will forgive me, but not
You want to make yourself self-contained.
No, I'm going to tell you, my friends right now who are watching, I'm very sorry, but there are some things I don't tell you. It's plain as that. There are things I don't tell you guys. Yes,
Even
I don't.
me?
Even you, even know, I even know. There are things that guys I don't tell you.
What of
Me, when it comes to everything, I'm my first everything.
Yeah, I think people
When it comes to
learn how to enjoy
happiness, I first make sure I'm happy within myself. When it comes to love, I make sure I've loved myself first before I expect someone else to love me. So the same thing when it comes to a secret, despite how much it is burning me, I'd rather sit down and be like, me, D. Do you know, AB said, I'm talking to myself. Because Joyous, there are things that happen in our lives, and I'm going to say, okay, I've trusted Joyous, but Joyous also has a best. It's not a must that when Joyous is my best friend, she is going to be my best friend. Sometimes Joyous is somebody else's best friend, and with girls, for them, they just can't keep their mouths shut. So I'm going to tell Joyous something, Joyous is going to be tempted to tell somebody else. So me, those sensitive things,
if
I keep them to myself.
with something being shared, why actually share it with
No,
someone?
it's not
Because
uncomfort.
you
It's
have
not.
to release yourself.
It's
You have
not
to-
even
Okay.
comfort.
Yeah.
Yes, it's not even comfort, Joyous. Sometimes you just need someone to let out, to just say things like you
Share
said,
with,
to say things to. But then the advice I would tell someone is, some of these things, please keep them to yourself.
I really love that. And then, because to me, I now I want you to just use that same thing, and we shift it to you being your very first friend. Now let's put God in that picture. Because I believe if we put God in that picture, God is the very first friend, it is going to help us. It will help us. That's the angle I want us to talk about it from. If God is your first friend, anything happens, you go, before you even go to Midi, before you go to Solomon, before you go to Grace, you go to God this. So I want us to first dig that out.
Guys, I'm going to tell you something. This is very sensitive and emotional to me. My first heartbreak, I did not tell anybody. It was the worst heartbreak. It took me like months and months to recover. But do you know what I did?
What did
I
you
would go on my knees and cry. Sometimes I would not even say anything, like when I'm kneeling down. The same relationship, like I told you sometime back that I prayed about it. You know, sometimes I make things so personal with God. Really, guys, I failed to make friends in Uganda that I call my own people. Because I found people and they already have their own people. So sometimes I can't entrust someone with what? My secrets. So I've put myself at a point whereby when I go down. I know God knows what is deep down inside my heart. I don't say anything. I don't tell him, God, oh, you see what this guy has done to me. I just cry.
Wow.
So God is like, my soul and God are like tight buddies. My friends will forgive me on that.
That's good.
My friends will
I
forgive me on
support you
that.
there. But Joyous, you know, out there, I believe, you asked me about something and I found out I have no betrayal in my history. You know,
That's good.
serious one. But there are many people out there that have been betrayed by friends.
Of course.
Omuntu n'omwesiga nnyo, like you deliver everything to this person. Like I saw someone posting, it was Midi, saying that you can go to the moon and come back for someone, and after you come
Did
come
I
back.
ask you?
Did I ask you to go there?
Yeah.
They wouldn't have asked you
You
anyway.
get, so
Yeah.
we have trusted many people in the journey of life. Netubesiga, we love them, we cherish them, never to sula. You get what is the cause factor of this? Because sometimes to get the conti, you know, before you look into others, what they should do to you, what do you do to them? It has to be two ways.
Exactly.
Apart from that, what you linger, you do everything, you play your role, you do your part, but then people don't appreciate.
Because
What causes betrayal? What really causes betrayal? Because people are betrayed.
Some
The
people just
problem-
have bad characters.
not even that, but the problem is that we think, some of us think that we have to share
Everything.
Oh, we always have to
Yeah.
share to someone. You see, because if you don't tell me something, I won't have what to betray you about.
Yes.
Yes, what you are example.
Yeah, of course.
Maybe have they ever like played like deceitfully around you?
Yes, they have.
Let me tell you this, Kati. Apart from that, Nti, you know you have displayed everything about you, and then someone gets whatever you have displayed against you. There are some people who are so secretive. They move in one line. They only share a few secrets to a few people, and they
Yes.
reserve a lot.
Yes.
But against someone, conspires around with another clique of people, and they
Yeah.
play
That
so
thing-
deceitfully around you.
Actually,
Things happen that way.
someone told me something. They told me, when you be a parent, stop telling your kids that you did things, you sacrificed your life for them. But tell them, I loved you. That's what I did that. So even when you become rich, you become whoever you can become. Do whatever you can do with your riches
Out
and
of love.
everything. Out of love.
Yeah.
You may forget me. I don't care because I did it out of love. So there's some kind of friendship. When you're doing it, don't do it for them.
Expecting
do
something,
it
yes.
for God.
Yeah,
Actually,
true.
that relation, when you are faithful to somebody, don't expect that real faithfulness back.
To be turned back.
But just know you are being
But then
faithful
the
to
human
God.
nature expects.
yeah, we expect.
Human
Okay, that's why we are here and we
nature
are talking to them. And there's something I've been learning by myself. Actually, the Word of God was bringing me in that, that way of learning.
Okay.
The Word that says that our battles, our struggles that we go through are not of blood and flesh. They are of the spirits against principalities and powers of darkness and stuff. So even our friends, when they betray us, it's not really them. There is a spirit behind that.
Okay.
So when you find out that when you have a friend, put them in prayer.
Okay.
Pray for them because spirit can take anybody. That's why my father, my spiritual father, he doesn't like people who don't pray because he says what? Anytime a spirit can take them. You may be humble, you may be a good person, but when that spirit takes you, you can do anything bad. So sometimes don't fight with those people. Fight with the spirit behind them. That trust that you have, don't put it so much in them. Put it into God.
Not even pray for them, but praying about friendships. It's very important. Before you even go far with someone, pray about it, because when we pray about it, you're able to get discernment. You're able to discern that this person is actually a good person. Before you get deep into the relationship with someone, the friendship with someone, if you pray about it and get to know this kind of, because God actually communicates, and He will always communicate to you when you ask Him. He'll always show you in one way or the other.
The word even says, this is what I'll just advise our viewers. Yeah? The word even says, there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother, and that is Jesus. Like I was telling you, when I'm down with something, I go on my knees and I cry about it. Our dear viewers, there are some matters that are so sensitive. There are some things that don't even need, that a human brain cannot understand. Even if Joyous cannot do anything about it.
It's true.
Those are things that I need to go on my knees, because I have a friend that has stood in for the millions of friends that I have here on earth, and that person is Jesus.
Actually, as we have gone in spirits so much, I'm feeling the spirit. But I wanted to take us back. There is a kind of friendship I wanted to bring out. I don't know if I should bring it out. Have you heard about friendship with benefits? Something?
That's what I was actually.
That's what we're talking
Have you
about.
heard
People
that?
who come to you and they want something.
That was
no,
leaders.
no,
No, no,
He's
there is-
talking
there is
about
a-
boy and a girl.
Yeah, boy and a girl. Have you heard that?
That's
Yeah,
a topic for another day.
No. I think it's friendship and
That's a
Can you
topic
just
for another
talk
day.
about that?
That's a topic.
It's
for
global
another day.
problems.
For me,
It's
this
very
now you
different.
can say that's Judas in the previous like sharing. You have been having that Judas carry to just
No,
say
the
what
one is
is-
talking about the friendship with benefits. Like Solomon is my friend, then, but there are some benefits. I think
that.
we should
Because
talk
I
for another
find
day.
it
Too long
dangerous.
for that.
It's really
Yeah.
a topic for no, it's a very good topic.
But it's for another day. It's too
But
lengthy.
it's a topic for another day because what you're talking about is similar to what I tried to talk about. Best friends who are
man.
of different sex.
But
Yes.
many people are having that
They are
question about friends with benefits.
Oh my God! Oh, thank you. I'm so grateful. This has been a very good job. Grace, we are sorry. We are going to cut you off, but we shall get into because that's something we need to discuss.
It's okay.
This is Memove, finding the winner within. To our viewers who have been with us, it has been a really, really great evening to be before you, and I hope we've actually learned something because personally I've learned.
Yeah,
I want to speak for you guys. Yeah, but
Nice to-
I thank God. I really thank God for this team. What we've been talking about friendship and what's important, I want to tell you that if you have been betrayed by a friend before, because most of us have been, it's life, don't give up. Don't think that everyone is like that. Don't carry your heart to everyone. No, it's possible to find someone good, it's possible to find someone better, and it's very important to actually be friends with yourself. Just like Midi said, it's very important to be friends with God. Let him be the very first person because he's the one who can solve everything. Let God lead you to the right people. Every day you wake up, tell God, give me discernment in each and everything I do. It has been wonderful. We would speak on and on and on because
See you guys
friendship
next
is
week
great.
on Saturday.
See you next week on Saturday.
Same time.
Same time, same day in the week.
Same suspects. The usual ones.
God bless you. We love you so much.
Bye, guys.